Sit back, my friend, because things in Suidooster are getting lekker intense. From secrets that could break families to love that's too scared to speak its name, this December is going to be one for the books. You don't want to miss a single moment of this drama, so let's dive right in. On Monday, 1st December 2025, episode 174 saw Nazim sweating bullets as his big day at the Royal finally arrived, the weight of all his secrets making his smile look strained. Meanwhile, Rian proved to be a real hero, pulling Frankie out of a seriously tight spot without a second thought. And across town, Kate wasn't blind. She saw those sparks flying between Aiden and Line, making her wonder just what was brewing under the surface there. The air was thick with guilt in Tuesday 2nd December's episode, as Rian and Frankie couldn't even look at each, both haunted by what almost happened between them. Bianca, on the other hand, was chewing on her own frustrations, feeling completely boxed in by her role as the perfect pastor's wife. And poor Wade, he found himself standing at yet another crossroads, wondering if his path would ever straighten out. Coming to you from Wednesday 3rd December 2025, episode 176 had Aiden swooping in to help Line in a way she never expected, showing a side of him she's starting to like a bit too much. Wade was busy in Nazim's ear, urging him to forget the small stuff and dream much, much bigger. But Frankie and Rian, they made a promise to just be friends, a promise that was already feeling impossible to keep. Now, in Thursday 4th December's episode, Kate was seeing red, absolutely upset about this new app for the church and all the trouble it's causing. Leanne, ever the business brain, saw an opportunity and offered to take the Royal to new heights, whether Nazim was ready or not. And Jenna, she overplayed her hand big time and got taken to task for her scheming ways. Wrapping up the week on Friday 5th December, Leanne was ready to roll up her sleeves and get stuck into the Royals' bookkeeping, but Nazim was dragging his feet, not ready for anyone to see his messy finances. Over at Ooze West, Kashifa was sweating, trying to manage all the pressure coming her way. And the episode ended with a bang, a shocking revelation that caught Aiden completely unawares and left us all gasping. Kicking off Monday 8th December, a sad Aiden was licking his wounds over Line's difficult decision, while Kate, trying to help, ended up making a huge mistake on the church's new app. The real fireworks, though, were between Leanne and Nazim as they butted heads over the skeletons she's starting to suspect are hiding in his closet. The tension was unbearable in Tuesday 9th December's episode, when Nazim finally cracked, confessing to his criminal activities and leaving Leanne with a massive decision about giving him a second chance. Elsewhere, Zoe turned on the charm, flirting openly with Tristan while Aiden came to Line's rescue yet again. And Jenna? She was watching them like a hawk, hoping they'd just admit their attraction already. On Wednesday 10th December, Angie was at it again, making a proper fool of herself for everyone to see. Leanne, now on a mission, was determined to find the drug lord behind the gummy dealers plaguing the community. And Jenna, she was in a fighting mood, first taking her mom to task and then turning her sharp tongue on Aiden, though it's doubtful any good will come from it. During Thursday 11th December, Sia and Bianca were supposed to be a team preparing for a funeral, but instead they were arguing non-stop. Line and Aiden, having reached a understanding, bravely shared their news with Jenna. And adding to the chaos, TK showed up at the Royal again, stirring up trouble where he wasn't wanted. As Friday 12th December unfolded, Angie was in full denial about her growing feelings for Tristan. Bianca and Sia, after all the conflict, finally made a final decision about the fate of the app. And the episode ended with Wade discovering something hidden in the royal, a secret that could truly change everything for everyone involved. Starting Monday, 15th December, Leanne was having serious second thoughts about Nazim's so-called innocence, her trust in him crumbling fast. Aidan was playing the peacemaker, helping Line to relax about the whole situation with Jenna. And Angie, she finally had enough and gave Tristan a proper no-nonsense talking to he won't soon forget. In Tuesday, 16th December's episode, Sia managed to persuade a reluctant Bianca to lead the women's prayer meeting, pushing her further into the church spotlight. Tristan, however, completely clamped up when a curious Angie asked him about his past. But there was a light for Leanne and Wade, as they finally had a major breakthrough in their investigation. The drama on Wednesday, 17th December, saw Wade and Leanne, desperate to catch Nazim, making a reckless decision that could backfire terribly. Aidan, trying to move things forward, invited Line to a work function, but it led to a massive misunderstanding between them, and Bianca and Sia, their hands were full, having to deal with a sudden crisis that threatened their congregation. On Thursday, 18th December, there was nothing but discord in the congregation after the whole church app scam came to light. Angie was feeling terrible about her recent behavior, full of regret, and things spiraled completely out of hand at Bridget's Christmas party, turning a festive celebration into a battlefield. As Friday, 19th December played out, Bianca was heartbroken, upset that the church was on the brink of financial ruin because of a mistake she made. Tristan, getting serious, asked Angie to cut ties with Reggie for good, and in a nail-biting finish, Rafiq caught Nazim trying to flee, his bags packed and his guilt written all over his face. On Monday, 22nd December, with Christmas just 3 days away, everyone was making plans for the big day. Jenna, never one to think things through, made a decision that could easily boomerang right back onto her, and a desperate Nazim was begging Bridget for her support in his time of need, putting her loyalty to the ultimate test. During Tuesday, 23rd December, Jenna, throwing caution to the wind, went on a second date. The whole town was speculating non-stop about Nazim's upcoming bail hearing, and Frankie's secret plan, the one she thought would fix everything, fell completely flat, leaving her more lost than before. On Christmas Eve, Wednesday, 24th December, Aidan had made special romantic plans for Christmas, but Line was resisting him every step of the way. Gary was deeply disappointed in Angie's choices, and Leanne, putting her foot down, gave Bridget a firm ultimatum. It's either him or me. Christmas Day, Thursday, 25th December, and Nazim was reaching out to his family, hoping for a festive miracle. Bridget was stuck in the middle, forced to choose between him and Leanne. Frankie had renewed hope for her parents to reconcile, while Bianca, sneaking around, did something major behind Sia's back. Boxing Day, Friday, 26th December, started with Amanda putting Frankie firmly in her place, shattering her dreams. Leanne got a game-changing call from the prosecutor's office about her case. And the episode ended with Aidan getting ready to pop the big question, his future hanging in the balance. On Monday, 29th December, Leanne, filled with rage, took a drastic step to make Nazim pay for all his sins. There was devastating news about Jenna's health, but the community quickly rallied to make a plan for her, and Frankie was left utterly confused by her parents' mixed signals and strange attitude. In Tuesday, 30th December's episode, Bridget had her hands full trying to calm a furious Leanne down. Line, putting her own feelings aside, had to be brave and strong for a sick Jenna, and Mike and Amanda, they were struggling hard with all their unresolved feelings, the air thick with what-ifs. On New Year's Eve, Wednesday 31st December, in an unguarded moment, Amanda surprised everyone by inviting Mike to the New Year's party. Jenna, by accident, discovered something that finally brought a genuine smile to her face. And Nazim, the master manipulator, was back at it, playing the victim in front of the Samsodians for all he was worth. And there you have it, my friends. What a roller coaster of a month. From Nazim's lies crumbling to Aiden's big question, we cannot wait to see what the new year brings. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please show your support, subscribe, share with your friends, comment with your favorite moment, and don't forget to like this video. You can also support the channel by joining our membership or using the super thanks button. Until next time, stay safe.